These people, you know, you would think people who go out there, they're small business owners, you think they wouldn't be so easily swayed by propaganda, by Fox News, by a moron on Truth Social. But they were. And they voted for this guy, and now they are suffering the consequences. All the information that they needed to make a better decision was there. They can't say they...
What you heard was a clip from one of my guys I like to listen to now, the Romano Report. I'm going to play the rest of the clip here pretty soon because he has some very powerful information or message that he brings to the table when it comes to talking about how incompetent Donald Trump is, and also how competent these voters were to think that they weren't going to be affected by what's taking place in our economy, and also small business owners who may have voted for Donald Trump as well. Donald Trump is not a wise man. This is not no art of the deal. This is not no 3 or 4D chess. What he's doing is he's tanking the economy, and we're seeing that with the stock market. We're seeing that with the weak job report that we received in February. From an economy that was boosting and starting to get better under Joe Biden, now we are in an economy that may have an issue with a recession. They're even talking about a depression with these tariff talks, tariffs on, tariffs off, tariffs on, tariffs off, that Donald Trump keeps talking about when it comes to our allies. Our allies. And in this video, I got two of my favorite guys. I won't say two of one of my favorite guys, but both of these individuals, they speak facts with passion for people. They speak facts with passion for what's going on in America today. Just like them, I am an American, and I am coming to the table with passion as well. So I want to play the rest of Romano Report's clip, and you have to check him out on his YouTube channel. I will post a link on him in the description, but I will also post a link to one of my absolute favorite guys that I like listening to his YouTube channels. But here it is. Check this out and what he says. It's about a 2.5 minute clip, so don't run away from me now. Don't run away. This is the Just Listen podcast. Check out the Romano Report and what he has to say in regards to the idiocy of these individuals that are running the country to the ground.
Of office, intentionally not with his hand on the Bible, by the way, to all of you phony Christians who think Donald Trump is the second coming. He had the United States had the strongest economy in the world. Doesn't mean it was without problems. It had problems for sure, but it was doing better than any other country in the world. And that has completely turned around in this short period of time. Donald Trump has destroyed the world's strongest economy in just a matter of weeks, and it's getting worse by the day. So this is all Trump. Now let's take a look at this. This is in Market Watch. Many in small business were jubilant over Trump's victory. They've since grown very uncertain about the U.S. economy. Idiots. Small business owners, a group that emphatically cheered the election of President Donald Trump and a Republican Congress, now are reporting near historic levels of uncertainty about the future. You know, if only someone had warned them, right? These people, you know, you would think people who go out there, they're small business owners, you think they wouldn't be so easily swayed by propaganda, by Fox News, by a moron on Truth Social. But they were. And they voted for this guy, and now they are suffering the consequences. All the information that they needed to make a better decision was there. They can't say they weren't warned. Now, of course, they will say that. Oh, well, because you hear it all the time. I voted for Trump, but I didn't vote for this. I didn't vote for the tariffs. I didn't vote for... Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did, you moron. I mean, Donald Trump was the most chaotic person on the planet. He is one of the dumbest people in history. Okay? He's a moron. He has no idea what he's doing. He's a friggin' lunatic. Everything he does is motivated either by greed or his narcissism, his personality disorders. This is not a man who cares about anyone but himself. This is not a man who has the capacity to make intelligent decisions. I mean, you as small business owners thought the guy who bankrupted casinos was your savior? I mean, how friggin' stupid do you have to be?
This guy is absolutely right. He's right. It is just a terrible thing now. It's a terrible thing, and I have compassion for people. And I believe that under Joe Biden, we were heading in the right direction. Of course, not everything was perfect. Yes, inflation was high. However, within our country, we had the best GDP out of any country in this world that we live in. And what he said there is absolutely true. But again, we have the misinformation channel that people, MAGA people especially, cling to, that think that that is absolutely right, that think that that is what is taking place in regards to our economy. But now they're getting ready to find out, and they're finding out day in and day out with the firings of people who were under DEI. Ooh, DEI. We're finding out of individuals that lost their job working for the government who didn't know what was going to happen to them. I wasn't expecting this to happen to me. I love what Donald Trump and Elon Musk is doing, but I didn't want it to happen to me, and I didn't expect it to happen to me. Well, again, I'll say this over and over. It happened to you. It happened to you. Am I upset about it? I am not upset about it, because you should have realized that the vote that you made not only affects you, it affects anyone else that is part of the chopping block. Because Elon, Donald Trump, the Trump administration, none of these people care about you. None of these people care about how much money you were making with working for the government or even other companies. You know, there are many other people that are losing their jobs that don't even work for government, because companies are starting to see that these tariffs are impacting them in regards to their bottom line and in regards to what they can profit off of. And they're letting go of people as well. And some of those people might be Trump voters that are being terminated. Now, guess what? What's going to happen with that? I've been unemployed before, and it was not fun. I've been unemployed. I lost my place. I lost my vehicle. I was sleeping on my best friend's floor for several months until I was able to find a job. And you know, when it comes to finding a job, I'm not going to settle for a minimum wage job. No sirree. No sirree. I've worked long and too hard, and I am highly educated to be working a minimum wage job, to where I have to work 2 jobs, maybe even a 3rd job, just to get by. This next video is from one of my favorite guys, Jesse Dollemore. I'll post his bio in the description as well. Jesse Dollemore, this man, let me tell you this, guys. Let me tell you this. If you haven't seen any of Jesse Dollemore's videos, this man, just like the Romano Report, just like Midas Touch, just like Tabitha Speaks Politics, just like Coach D Speaks, Tennessee Brando, Brian Tyler Cohen, David Pakman, this man comes straight from the heart. He is passionate in what he does. He is like me. I have a passion for people. Check this video out. It's a short clip, but then I want to play the complete entire clip of Jesse Dollemore. It's about 5 minutes long, so stick with me on this, because what he says about Donald Trump and Elon Musk is real, and it's amazing, and it's true and factual. Donald Trump is not a smart man. He is not a smart man. You listen to him talk, you listen to what he posts. If you're on Truth Social, I am not. If you're on Twitter, I am not. Those platforms are misinformation platforms. But what Jesse Dollemore talks about when it comes to Donald Trump is absolutely true. Donald Trump is making America stupid. Honestly. That's my honest opinion in regards to it. He's making America stupid. And those MAGA cultists don't mind for our Department of Education to be canceled out. They don't mind for it to be sent back to the states, to where the states, again, will use it for private school access that will not help anybody in the middle or lower class that cannot afford school choice and then having to pay for their school meals for their children. Some of the meals that these children, that's one and only meals that they might receive, unfortunately. But that's the way of a capitalistic society. Check Jesse Dollemore out, because this is something that is impactful in regards to Elon Musk and how he became how he is, and also how dumb Donald Trump is. Check this out.
Company. He bought the company, and as part of his purchase agreement, he was named a founder just on paper. He has nothing. He doesn't hold patents. He's not some genius inventor who created the electric car. That's what they would have you believe. He bought his way in with his massive pile of money. Now, has Elon done a lot to further to advance the cause and to normalize the purchase of electric vehicles? Yeah, of course he has. But it's not his baby. In order to,
I love that man. From one brother to another, Jesse, if you're watching my video, I give you the utmost respect, man, for always posting amazing videos. I'm gonna play the rest of the clip here pretty soon, because it's about 5 minutes long. And Jesse, if you're watching me, please don't send a message to tell me to take it off, because I respect you so much, man. And it's to Jesse, excuse me, individuals, if you're watching, excuse me, people, if you're watching. But this man, practically every video that he posts is absolutely correct and factual in regards to the Trump administration. And that goes from the top to the bottom to the lowest bottom when we talk about MAGA. But he's right. He's absolutely right. And it is amazing to me how people cling to this man, cling to Donald Trump like he is the next Messiah, where they don't mind that he is taking from them. They don't mind that their 401k, the stock market. They don't mind if people's Social Security get taken away, Medicaid, Medicare, all that stuff. It is absolutely true. I end with this. I'm going to play the rest of Jesse Dollemore's clip, but I end with this. If you are a person of passion and you see that the things that are going on and you do not like it, even though it's not happening to you, you're like me. I don't like it happening. Fraud, waste, and abuse is not happening. Anything that Trump and Elon does not like is fraud, waste, and abuse. So DEI, fraud, waste, and abuse. The FAA, who was going after Elon for shooting rockets when he wasn't supposed to, is fraud, waste, and abuse. Yet, when Trump goes to the NFL game, the Super Bowl game, that cost American people $20 million only to spend there a halftime there, that's not fraud, waste, and abuse. I'm about to get ready to play Jesse Dollemore, the rest of that clip that I got. Go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. This is your boy, Walt, from the Just Listen podcast. Peace and love.
but it's not his baby, in order to attack and do harm to Elon and everything he stands for, everything the mighty Elon Musk stands for. Oh, they tried to do it to me at the 2024 presidential ballot box, for some reason capitalized, but how did that work out? In any event, I'm going to buy a brand new Tesla tomorrow morning as a show of confidence and support for Elon Musk, a truly great American and former illegal alien. Oh, wait, no, I added that as evidenced by the comments of his brother, who admitted they were illegal immigrants to this country. Why should he be punished for putting his tremendous skills to work in order to help make America great again? That's fantastic. It's amazing how Donald Trump is now willing to buy an electric vehicle when over the years he's had so much, I'm gonna say positive, but the joke will just land like that. It's Donald Trump has hated on electric vehicles for years and years and years until Elon Musk became his chief donor and helped him win the election. Here's just a very brief mashup of Donald Trump's love of electric vehicles.
On day one, I will terminate Crooked Joe's ridiculous electric vehicle mandate. They're very expensive and they can all be made in China. They don't work in the cold and they don't go far. Other than that, I think they're wonderful. Let's drive down and get some potatoes from Idaho. Well, sir, that'll be about 6 stops. If you want to drive down to the store to buy clothing, or if you want to do something locally, it's fine. But these cars don't go very far. And they're very expensive. And what we're going to do is you're going to have an electric vehicle if you want it. And it's good for short trips, like to the candy store and back. United Auto Workers, what they've done to their people is horrible. They want to do this all-electric nonsense. China now is building a couple of massive plants where they're going to build the cars in Mexico and they think that they're going to sell those cars into the United States with no tax at the border. We're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars. If I get elected, now if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath. What do you think of an electric car? They cost too much. They're all made in China. Other than that, they're fantastic. And I'm for electric cars. I have to be, because Elon endorsed me very strongly, Elon. So I have no choice. But he knows.
These people are so transparent. It's so hilarious. So here's this other one, really just to make fun of what a stupid asshole he is. Despite the fact that Canada is charging the USA from 250 to 390% tariffs on many of our farm products, Ontario just announced a 25% surcharge on electricity, of all things, and you're not even allowed to do that. I got a voicemail from a guy the other day, a couple months ago maybe, who is Canadian. And he was like, hey, listen, just because he doesn't know English well, you shouldn't, a lot of us don't know, we're not educated about the words that's not why I make fun of Donald Trump. I make fun of Donald Trump and Republicans for this because it's hypocrisy. They act as though people who don't speak English are stupid. They act as though everyone should just speak English. You're in America, speak English. Yet he cannot. He has not mastered his native and only tongue. I mean, at least Melania can at least speak 2 languages. The nonsense that she speaks 5 or 6 is just that, nonsense. But I just find it funny that someone who claims to be an Ivy League educated individual, I got the best brain, I get the best words, all this stuff, yet he cannot master even basic elementary level grammar and punctuation. Because our tariffs are reciprocal, we'll just get it all back on April 2nd. Canada is a tariff abuser and always has been, but the United States is not going to subsidize Canada any longer. We don't need your cars, capitalized cars. We don't need your lumber, capitalized lumber. We don't need your energy, capitalized energy. And very soon you will find that out. Make America great again, he says. President of the United States. By the way, do you notice he's back on we're getting ripped off, and that's why the tariffs. He's off of it's because of the Mexican cartels in Canada with the fentanyl. It's no longer the drug war, it's back to trade war. It's whatever his mood is at the moment, I guess. Anyway, what do you think about this? I'd love to know. I invite you to this conversation. You can comment below. You can also call the voicemail line 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com.